course, I'll go ahead and zoom on in to the beautiful FlyJSim 727. It's in the past it's been my enemy, but it is my friend lately. We made up. It's a nice golf course. I'm really thinking that maybe we should get some scenery designers to design some really nice golf courses to put into the sim, because I can guarantee you there are no trees in that fairway right there. Like that. Yeah, it's a forward landing site. Hey, Jay Snap, how you doing, man? How's bachelorhood so far? Frenemy. Yes, that's a good phrase. I like that phrase for the 727. Frenemy. So yeah, we're in our goal to visit all of the Class Charlie airports in the lower 48 states. We have to take off or arrive from Albany. I'll just quickly show you guys here. You can type in, for those of you who have not been on the John Fly stream before, you can type in !Bravo or !Charlie and get a link to this list. So these are all of the Charlie and Bravo airports that we've either taken off from or arrived on stream, and so we're slowly but surely making our way down the list. So the next on the list is Albany, or is it Albany or Albany? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna fly to a Bravo. So the Bravo is over here. We haven't visited BWI. I don't know when the last time was that we officially visited BWI, but according to this, it was March, but I think we visited BWI since. But we have not visited BWI with the brand new airport. Thank you again, Chuckle Hut Cynic, for the sponsorship. McShiggity, hello. Good flying, coding, and streaming on deck for tonight and this weekend. Sounds like a fun weekend, JSnap. I can't find a site to explain to me all the different approaches. Have you gone through the Pilot Edge workshops? Do a YouTube search for Pilot Edge workshops. And Keith goes through some very detailed descriptions of different IFR approaches. It's all, yep, there you go. Flying Jackal himself in the chat. It's a plane. Yeah, PE workshops, yep. Emote's not showing up. Are you on your...
This is enhancing the blaze.
I heard that. Are you on an iPad or an iPhone? Because the emotes are showing up for me. All right, so here we are in the beautiful Cessna Rocks Global Sim Alliance livery yet again. This is my frenemy. That's a good word. It's a good word, Justin. Frenemy. I am soon going to be able to rock PBR in its full glory on this fine bird. So... maybe I got there was a unnamed dev that was giving me support earlier. Okay, cool. Jack, thank you for helping me out with my technical issue before. Is this livery available? Yes, it is. I think this livery is available. Let's check. Let's go over to Cessna Rocks liveries, and let's go. Again, this is Cessna Rocks liveries, and under Cessna Rocks liveries, if we go to downloads, and then we go to FlyJSim 727. We have the Global Sim Alliance livery. Yep, It's available to everyone. So pick it up. Rock it. Love it. In fact, if you go download it right now and then load up in the sim in a very interesting position with this plane, I will award you some John Fly miles if you post a picture here. Alright. Let's do some fuel plan. So over here on the fuelplanner.com, I'm going to choose Boeing. Oh!
Happy Friday, buddy. Less than 1 month.
Oh, Plain Ben. Thank you for the sub. 6 months, my friend. Yes, less than a month. Whew. It's going to be real. It's going to be epic. We need to talk about our schedule.
Subscribe.
We need to talk about our schedule for Charlie Alpha Romeo Delta Sierra. Charlie Alpha Romeo Delta Sierra. We need to figure out the schedule. All right, 727-200. Again, we're going KALB to KBWI. We'll do planner. So our fuel will be 21, we'll round it up, 22,000 pounds. Reserve will be 12,000. So 22,000 pounds. Yeah, I got an itch also. Hello, Stephen K. Jones. Meeper95. Delta Mike Romeo, how are you doing? When using a GPS, what is the best time to activate your approach? I guess when you're near the initial approach fix? Maybe? Yeah, near the IAF that's on the chart, maybe? Let's go to weight and balance. We'll take our total fuel down to 22,000. That looks good. We'll also do ground power on. Come over here to the engineer station and we'll do external power on. Activate approach when cleared by ATC for the approach. There you go. Battery. Trying to figure out which one. I gotta remember which ones I programmed for the APU. Oh, 1,000, 2,000. Yep, that's starting. After the APU starts up, we'll close the gen. What does it go up to normally and then stabilize? There it goes. Boom, it's going back down. Okay, cool. Newfie, how you doing? Meow. Alright, stabilize. So we'll close. Do we trip it? Close it. You have to close the field first, I guess. Maybe. Right, let's come over here to Bear Bass, how you doing? Good evening, good Friday. If you bleed, we'll go open. Toto says I'd recommend activating when you join the final approach course when ATC presents. Presumably you'll want to execute either the full STAR once reaching the IAF on your flight plan. Yeah. Yeah, I was making the assumption that you weren't on the ATC, but if there's the two differences. It's pretty good. Alright, let's turn on the fuel pumps. So many fuel pumps. I think the beautiful flight attendant is arriving. Oh, snack. That's gonna be hard to eat. Looks so good, I just want to look at it, but then I want to eat it. All right, Newfie, I'm doing well. I'm happy it's Friday. Let's do... go ahead and turn our external power off, which had already kicked on to off when we started the APU. We won't have the galley power on because the APU is not powerful enough. Cargo outflow heat to normal. That's right there. We'll turn the Gasper fan on. The packs can come on. And we're going to open all the bleeds. Pressure panel. Today's flight will be taking us up to 28,000. Our landing elevation is 143. Let's turn the hydraulics on. Let's see, where did I do that one? 7. 1, there we go. Hydraulics on. Let's do the RTO. Okay, auto brake set to RTO. Emergency exit lights. Armed. Passenger signs. Fasten seatbelt sign and no smoking. Let's turn on the window heat. Such good sounds. And we'll turn on the beacon. And the navigation light also on. Altitude will be set. We'll just go ahead and take that up. So 28,000. Altimeter set. Nav radios are set. Heading is set. We will do our FMC programming here in just a moment. All right, bring up the FMC. Yeehaw. Do flight plan. Kilo Alpha Lima Bravo. We're going to Kilo Bravo Whiskey India. All right. Let's take a look at the ForeFlight. I want you guys to see a new thing that I've added on the stream. And this is kind of fun. I added a transition situation. So we get some special effects going on in between the transition scenes. So watch this. When I go to the ForeFlight view, it's gonna like do a fade out. Let's see if it works. Oh, that was a fade in. That was kind of cool. I think I need to move my webcam a little bit there. So again, watch this. Whoop. 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 That's kind of funny. It's just that it's the small things in life, right? So flight plan, we're going KALB, and then I think our route today will be PWL, and then CM Carmel, which is CMK to J75. We'll do J75. After J75, we're going to MXE, Mike X-Ray Echo. And then we're going to Nuggy. Wonder where they got that name. And then we're doing the Trish 3. So I'll put in KBWI. And then I'll put in procedure. And I'll put in arrival. We're doing the Trish 3 with the Nuggy transition. Best winds are 1-5 left and right. I wish OBS had more animation capabilities. PowerPoint is way ahead. Yeah, me too. Although this new version, Justin, this new OBS version 20 has got a lot more abilities. So for example, if I can change, if I go over here to the scene transitions and I go to the properties, there's a lot more options. There are a lot more options. Let's take a look here. Let's do burst. Let's try burst and see what happens. Here we go. Scene transition right here. Whew. Whew. That's kind of cool. I might leave burst on for a little bit. All right, so the Trish 3 arrival. I don't know if I want to do the left or the right. So let's take a look at KBWI for a moment. Let's go to airports. And we'll go to KBWI. And we'll look at the taxi diagram. So 15 left or 15 right. Either way. It looks like 15 right is the one for airliners though. So we'll do 15 right. So maps, procedures, arrivals, Trish 3, Nuggy transition, 15 right. And yeah, 15 right. Okay. Go ahead and bring up the Albany taxi diagram. We're going to get ready to taxi here in just a bit. Fight my inner torb and dare to click update. Well, the thing is that I think you can possibly, well, you know what? I don't recall it telling me to specify a different directory, because in the past, when I've changed versions, I have I've backed up, or I've just pointed to a different directory. Now, there's a bunch of other new features with OBS 20. You can now undock windows and really manipulate how you like your setup, what you want in each corner. You can also do, I mean, there's just so much. In fact, I'll post a link to a video that is that's explaining all of the new differences. It's quite a change actually going to version 20. Gotta find the video though. It shouldn't take more than a second here. There it is.
Well, this is a first.
Oh! I gotta get the alerts over here.
Hang on, this doesn't have a G1000. How am I supposed to use this?
No G1000. How are you supposed to use this? Nightmare frame. I was on the wrong screen. I gotta set up the I gotta set up the alerts on that on that FlyJSim screen, but thank you,
Hang
Nightmare.
on, this doesn't have a G1000. How am I supposed to use this?
I was kind of surprised to speaking of G1000s, Nightmare. I was kind of surprised to hear that V-Flight had updated their Garmin, their G1000 with procedures. I was like, whoa, that's interesting. I thought for sure they'd wait till Laminar came out with theirs, but anyway. So both you, Nightmare Frame, and Justin, and any other streamers that happen to be here in the chat, that link right there will give you a full description of OBS 20. So there you go. Your FlyJSim or whatever expired a couple of weeks ago. Didn't click on the instant renew because I'm not up on the latest with Jeppesen. But the charts beta from Navigraph has me feeling that it's nearly as slick as FlyJSim. What do you think? You're going to be sticking with FlyJSim, Jeppesen FlyJSim going forward? That's a good question. Right now, I don't. Can I go? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm already a Navigraph Ultimate subscriber, so I have that in the back pocket. Will I be able to go away from FlyJSim? Probably not. But I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of the Jeppesen charts. And I think it's just a matter of what you're used to. I think the pilots in the real world are used to the Jeppesen, maybe. I don't know. Calrac, how you doing? Now this is it's OBS Studio. Sorry, yeah, OBS Studio 20, version 20. Do I fly outside the U.S. because FlyJSim is U.S. only? Yeah, yes. FlyJSim will give you. You can bring up a street map in Germany and fly around. But I fly in all over Western Europe. Toto, Rico. Yep. All right. Let's continue with the FMC flight planning. So now we have to do it here. So Papa, Whiskey, Lima, bunch of VOR. And then I want to go to Carmel, Charlie Mike Kilo, which I've passed over in the real world in the Cirrus Max, Cirrus SR22. And we're going to go J75. J75 to MXE, Mike X-Ray Echo. And then after Mike X-Ray Echo, we're going to go to Nuggy, November Uniform Golf Golf Yankee. After Nuggy, we're going to do the Trish 3 arrival. Ooh, look at that. Trish 3 with a 15 right. Ooh, ILS 15 right. I don't know if we're going to do the EMI transition or not. We'll probably just do vectors. Let's look at the cruise page here. We're going to go up to flight level 280. Boop. There we go. Any discons? Yep, we got some discons. Execute that. Looks good. You prefer the NACO charts? Yeah. Is that what they're called? The FAA charts or NACO? Or yeah, KBWI scenery. It's been out for a while, actually. I just haven't picked it up until now, thanks to the donation from Chuckle Hut Cynic. I just got the email from my school that we have gotten Jeppesen EFB program for free, so I'll be switching to that. Oh, well, that's a bonus. You use SkyVector for GA flight planning or SimBrief for airliners, and I also have FlightAware. Yeah. Oh, McShiggity, post a picture. Post a picture of that fine bird. I gotta take a bite of salad. My blood sugar needs a little salad. I'm not diabetic, but sometimes when you don't eat for a little while, your blood sugar needs a little attention. Excellent. Nice picture. Very nice picture. I'm gonna award you some John Fly miles for that. $3,500 for that bad boy. Thank you. Yes, NACO or the FAA government charts. Okay, I didn't know that. I hadn't heard of that NACO phrase before. That's pretty cool. I hear in the latest version of the GSA 727 you have your logo on there. I will have to take a look maybe after your flight. Yep, it's on the bottom of the plane. Yep. Okay, so FMC programming is done. We're ready for the pushback. I did download the newest, better pushback plugin. So this is starting to creep into my top 10 plugins for X-Plane. In fact, I think it is already in my top 10 plugins for X-Plane. So let's pre-plan. Based on ForeFlight. I love that transition. We want to go to, well, let's get the weather. Weather is 170 at 5. I'll show you guys what I do. Just give you a little insight to some of the research that I do for the streams. I go over, and this may not help me because it's not may not be very busy, but trying to find the Albany airport. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I go over to FlightRadar24.com, and this thing is so cool. So there's the Albany airport from above in the real world. Right now. So on Flight Radar 24, that tells me, and as you can see, it's not a very busy airport right now. There was a general aviation aircraft that just took off, but I didn't see where he was going. But you'd think a Class Charlie would have some traffic at 8 o'clock at night, but what I do is I go here and I look at the real world and see what they're departing, because as you can see on ForeFlight, the winds are, light. We got 170 at 5, so that may not even dictate a particular runway, right? Not even a runway 19. If they're regular ops or runway 01, like for example Salt Lake City, if it's less than 10 knots, I don't think they change the runway unless it's a crosswind or something. But even then, no, they're not going to, because the crosswind is going to be the same for either landing north or south. But we'll go runway 19. I wish there was a real, I mean, I'll just give you an example. So if we go to KBWI and we just look here at KBWI and we zoom right on in, oh, there's not a lot going on there either. This guy is landed, and so it shows FedEx 753 landed. What is that, an MD-11? Yeah, no, it's an MD-10. So he landed, as you can see, it shows here the path. So he landed here and he taxied that way, and he's parking. So we know that they're landing runway 10 right now in Baltimore. So it's just kind of one of those, I guess I'm not showing you very well. You can see here again, he landed runway 10, and he's coming from Memphis, and he exited at the end and taxied down this ramp down to the cargo parking area here. So that's kind of cool. So I use flight radar because, again, sometimes just because the wind is a particular direction doesn't necessarily dictate the runway that's in use, especially if it's under, say, 10 knots, or some airports may have it under 7 knots, something like that. You got a new phone yesterday, CalRack. A whole bunch of trucks with cool paints. Oh, that would have been cool to see. Black Box likes Lido. Yeah, because he's a real-world pilot, right? Decal 556. How you doing, Decal? With low winds, I guess, depart away from residential areas. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, well, in that case, it would be departing the other way. But yeah, probably a lot of airports have that type of situation. Usually the limit is 10 knots. Each airport has a preferred runway. I can look at the Albany procedures. Yeah. Runway 1 is the primary in a calm wind configuration, while runway 28 is the alternate. Well, that's interesting. Because I have a runway. All right, so runway 1. Okay, let's do runway 1. You had in the real world an aircraft landing 3-1, and I was holding short on takeoff on 1-3. Tower controller didn't have any traffic or strong wind, so he basically kept us away from populated areas. That makes sense. Hey, Al. Good evening. Hello, Taylor. Friday night? Yeah. Just figured I'd launch a stream and eat some salad. All right, so that's a little insight. So with that in mind, we're gonna take off runway 1. So as you can see here, runway 1, if we draw a little AeroSim Gaming, I don't know why this always defaults to 25 pixels. We'll taxi down Charlie, Alpha, all the way to runway 1. Easy enough, right? So we'll aim our airplane to be pushed back to right there or right there. That's fine.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
All right, I'm ready. Put her pushback. Start pushback.
Ground to cockpit.
Slew version. How much is BWI? I think it's $25. Also, unpopulated areas are safer in case of crash. Fewer yeah, it's true.
Thanks for all you do. I'm PFF to take the Cat 10 on P before it gets too late.
Ooh.
Have fun all.
Thank you for the subscribe. 3 months.
We got a subscribe.
Thank you for the subscription, and good luck on the Cat 10. I wish you well. Let us know how it goes.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Love this tow. Got a tow driver now. A lot of other updates. Oh, Taylor.
Looking forward to kicking some butt in fantasy football.
Oh, Taylor's talking about the fantasy football draft that's coming up. Taylor, I am looking forward to it as well. That reminds me, we have 3 more spots in the second league. We got a subscribe. We got 3 more spots in the second John Fly Fantasy Football League. So if you are interested in having a wonderful time,
inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
We won't start engines because I don't want to watch this. So yeah, we have 3 spots, at least 3 spots available. So if you're interested, go type in !Discord and go to the JF Fantasy Football Room. There you go. Iowa Flyer, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm going to take a bite of this barbecue. Oh, that looks so good. It almost looks like it has PBR now. Barbecue chicken sandwich. Sorry if I'm chewing into the microphone. Looks good, doesn't it? That pushback plug-in is just amazing.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
So, those of you who missed the stream the other night, Toto Rico here in the chat is the developer of the Better Pushback plugin. So he's the man who's designed this pushback. He's here in the chat. Thank you again. Sorry if I say it too much. Yes, Val Dudes. It's a good looking livery, isn't it? How you doing, Val Dudes? Good to have you. I think he wants me to do my parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Oh. That's just so cool. Lowering it down. No, Nightmare Friend. This is a Better Pushback plugin, and the like I say, the developer of it is here in the chat, and it's amazing. Oh, look at this! There's new animations. Disconnect and go to hand signals. Nice. And the sounds are 3-dimensional, so that's pretty cool. So he's gonna go off to the side and give me some hand signals.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Have a nice drive back to the terminal. I mean that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look over here on our right. He's going to give us a hand signal. We think. Oh, there they go. The thumbs up. So, Toto, I'm wondering, can I hack the PNG where I can change his face to whoever I want it to be of the month? If you'd like to know how he selects left/right, he tries to reach your original starting position. Oh, okay. Yeah, the fast donuts doesn't. It was the fast donuts were quite entertaining though, but that's been fixed, so that's good. Okay, so with the pushback done, let's go over here to the engineer station, turn the packs off, build up some pressure in the ducts. If that's the correct terminology. We'll come over here to the overhead, and we'll come up here, to start number 3. Set that to ground. Come down here and we'll look for N1, which it's rising right there. That's good. Go ahead and add fuel at 20%. So we drag that knob up 30%. Oh, beautiful. Let that engine stabilize before we start number 2. Let my drink stabilize. Yeah, it is sexy, isn't it, Stephen? Alright, let's go up here to the top and go engine number 2. Start. Okay, add fuel on engine number 2. Chili Willies, hello. Yes, this is the FlyJSim chair in action. Good conversation happening amongst 2 devs. It's a conversation. 2 devs, a plugin, and a streamer talking about them. Okay, so over to the overhead. Now we should wait probably till it stabilizes. It's stabilized enough for this situation. We'll go engine number 1 to ground. Again, we'll wait for 20% on the N2 of engine number 1. And we'll add fuel. Looks good. Tricksmot. Hello, Taco. You need more time where you can find this airport. What are you saying, Taco? We're going to take it offline. Oh, no. You guys, please. If you want to, please fill up the chat with the conversation, because this is stuff that I love to just kind of sit back and listen to. And I like to hear the 2 sides and the interaction. I like it. It's good stuff. So please, if you want to, or it's up to you, but I like the conversation. All right, so that's done. We'll close the guards. Oop. Oh, I got that dang sound delay that I have to go fix now. But at least I found the fix. Which I thought that they would get rid of in this new version, but it's probably partly related to my sound card. So what I do again is I just change I go into the properties of the Elgato capture card and I scroll to the bottom and I go to audio output mode. I change it from wave out to direct sound, and then I go back to wave out. Back and forth, and then all of a sudden my sounds are synchronized. I don't know why. Where can you find the airport? Which airport? Are you talking about Baltimore? It's on the x-plane.org store. So I think there's a new URL for it. store.x-plane.org is where you can find the Baltimore airport. You just look for scenery, large airports, should find it. All right. The guards have been closed. We'll close the oops. Bus ties. Field close. Gen close. Turn our packs back on. And we'll trip the and turn off the APU. APU's off. And the APU bleed can stay on because it's combined with engine number 2. Is that correct? You'll be learning this one of these days. Oh, this particular plane. Yeah, Chili. I mean, yeah, because you got to rock the Global Sim Alliance livery, right? It's this plane is JSnap coined it the phrase perfectly. It's a frenemy because I have a love-hate relationship with this plane. But if you can fly this plane, you can pretty much fly any plane, in my opinion. All right, now we can finally turn the galley power on because we got enough generation of power. So galley power on, the Kraken can be starting to brew. The essential powers can go to Gen 1. Probe heat can come on left and right. And squawk code set. We can set the pressure over here on this to flight. And we'll turn on our taxi lights. In the real world, you have 3 pilots flying this plane right now. So I'm doing the job of 3 pilots. JT Kerr, hello. Welcome home. Thank you. Good to be back. It's always good to be back on American soil. I love traveling abroad. I get a big kick out of it. And I can be gone for a week or 2, and every time I get back into the States, I'm like, this is nice. But it's like for anyone, wherever you live in the world, whenever you get back home, it's home, right? All right, so flaps. Let's set flaps 5. And we'll set the trim by clicking on the green. Watch this. Dude. That's kind of cool. V-card says flaps 15 is V1 is 128, VR is 128, V2 is 140. That's good. Flight controls. Left, right, back, forward. Tiller, rudder pedals. Flight controls are checked. In terms of annoying avionics, what is your opinion of RAS? Okay, let's put it this way. Back in my early days of flight simulation, actually not that long ago, I flew with the additional program FS2 Crew when I was flying the NGX. I didn't know how to start the NGX on my own in 2013 and 2014. I used FS2 Crew to help me turn on the plane and use the plane throughout the flight. So I had that smart co-pilot. Now, FS2 Crew made available a RAS option. I was not interested. I had no interest whatsoever in it. As far as a real-world application, maybe it's kind of cool. But all right, let's taxi. I'm sorry it took so long to taxi, but we've been having a good time. All right. Parking brake off. The USAF Thunderbirds are in driving range this weekend. Has anyone seen them on an overcast day? Ooh, how far away? How far of a drive? How long have I done live streaming, Stephen? I started in October of 2015, so 2 months shy of 2 years. So I guess we're at 22 months. 22 months of streaming. Should I leave the sun where it is, or should I change it? That's what I want to change it just a little bit. I want to see some of the color of the airport. Yeah, you can hear them in the overcast for sure. All right, we're going to travel down here. I'm going to turn on to alpha. In fact, we'll just use this extra little bit of ramp here to taxi onto. Beautiful plane. Oh, if any of you guys are debating on whether or not to get this plane, I say do it. All right, we're taxiing on to Alpha. You've seen them multiple times, and into photography, it's a 2-hour drive. Well, if you've seen them before and it's overcast, I guess it depends on what your options are, right? Well, Taylor, what would you be doing instead? What are your other possibilities? Because if you don't have anything else that's really going on, why not? Roulette table's closing in 1 minute. Oh. Making a mess down here. All right, we've been told to line up and wait by the tower here at Albany. Parking brake is set. Taxi light can come off. Inboard lights on. Strobes on. I think we can go. I think what we'll do is we'll probably climb in IAS mode. So let's set our speed. I forget, what do we set it to? 180 or 210? Set speed 210. Set speed 210.
Speed 210 knots.
Take off with full power. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the climb. Oh, please take off with full power. Alright. Release parking brake. One more look at the GSA. Ooh, dog. Oh yeah, baby. Uh-huh. By the way, you can click on the Global Sim Alliance link on the Twitch labels below. You can click on the Global Sim Alliance and see the entire team available for your streaming pleasure. Parking brake is released. taking off north, so we'll be just turning around to the south. There we go.
knots.
80 knots, check. V1, rotate. Oh, baby. Landing gear up.
Landing gear going up.
Look at that baby climb. See ya, Albany. One more time for Albany. It's gorgeous. Keep our pitch for 20. We'll go ahead and go into hey. Disgruntled sailor with the subscribe. Thank you. Okay, AP's been engaged. Let's go ahead and go into we got a subscribe. We got a subscribe. Let's go into auxiliary nav. We got a subscribe. We do have a subscribe. Thank you, Disgruntled Sailor, for the support. And I'm going to bring up this to make sure that we're going to go direct. So direct to Polly. Okay, there we go. Oh, snack. It's gorgeous. Alright, so we're climbing out at 210. Is that a good climb speed? We are in IAS mode. I'm going to choose altitude select. What's the E and G button next to the altitude select? Alright. Flaps up, he says. Thank you, Ben. And we'll bug 250 in the climb? Really? That's kind of nice. Set speed 250.
Speed 250 knots.
Pitch down a little bit for that speed. And we're going to take that gear into the off position. Should have cleaned up my flaps earlier. Sorry about that. Got distracted by my salad with my ranch dressing. I believe that I am slant Lima. Am I slant Lima? I think I'm slant Lima. Which one's my favorite? The MiG-17 or the F-186? Or F-86? I don't know. In the sim, I haven't tried either. Yeah, I've got an FMS. Yeah, here's our FMS right here. And we're going direct to Kingston VOR, which is PWL. Oh, in real life? I don't know. Haven't really spent much time in either one of them. Alright, I'm going to clean up my lights here. Should I go to 280 now, Ben? Above 10,000 you're saying? Alright. Set speed 280.
Speed 280 knots.
Thank you. What I need to do is, I'm going to make this a VOD, and then I got to go watch the VOD so I can learn how to fly. So that vertical speed drops a little bit when we do that speed change because it needs to build up to 280. Climb speed is almost always near cruise speed. There we go. I think you'd enjoy this plane, Alex. Ah, the F-86 was the MiG-17's counterpart. Okay. Is an F-86 a Sabre, or is that another number? Oh, you own it? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you owned it. Perfect. Well, then there you go. Yeah, Val dudes, it was the screenshots and the stream last night. Just look at, you've done some amazing work, so well done, and I hope that your relationship with FlyJSim continues for eternity. It was a Sabre. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was hoping I could maybe get a little pre-release of the PBR update, but it's not ready yet. I respect that. I have 2 confessions to make. Because it's confession time on the John Fly channel. Confession number 1. When Val Dudes started painting the 727 PBR style, I was in a funk with the 727. I was like, go work on the 732. And then I got back into flying the 727 and learning its nuances, and I'm no expert. I'm like, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, with the 10 being the best 727 pilot on the planet, I'm like a 2. But I'm getting better. But when he started painting that, I'm like, oh. And now that I'm enjoying again, because it's a love-hate relationship with this plane, now that I'm enjoying it again, I'm so happy that he did the PBR update on this plane. And I'm hoping that he does it on 732 as well. Confession number 2. I bought Papa Uniform Bravo Golf. Those are my 2 confessions for today. F86. F86 run the Classics J47 turbojet. Oh. Which you can see on many videos on YouTube by a guy named Agent J's. Nice. Russia's gonna fly the vodka. Oh, is that the TU-154 bacon? He's gotta get some brewskis. I saw that he did the awesome Zebo. Did he already land in Burbank? Bacon? He did a flight from Salt Lake City to Burbank in the Zebo 3.06 Delta. I was tuned in on that one. I think John Fly should play some J47 test videos during cruise. Really gets you awake when you see the flame shooting out of the back. I can do that. Can you give me a link to a particular one? I don't want to just search for whatever when you probably have an idea of a really good one. Yeah, he did? Okay, cool. Well, so the Zebo did alright for him. That's great. Don't let my EPR go over 220. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm at cruise. Alright, so we okay at 197.5? I guess we just need to watch our speed, huh? Is it creeping up? Or is it staying put? Set speed 285.
Speed 285 knots.
Don't overspeed, okay. Seems like I overspeed every time I'm flying this plane. Can I switch the 727 to a Mach number? Oh.
Thank you very little.
Tylenol with wings. Thank you very large. Thank you very much. Uh-oh. We're at 300 knots. We got a sub crab. I'm gonna bring back. We got a sub crab. We're making the turn at Kingston. We do have a sub crab. Thanks, Tylenol with Wings, for the subscription. 4 months. Thank you. Okay, there's a video right there. Cool. Alright, let's grab this video here. Hold on. Why is it not letting me cut and paste from there? Can you post the entire URL? Because I can't, for some reason I can't. There's a permit. For some reason I can't get the it to cut and paste out of here, but I can click on a URL if that makes sense. Nice thing about wireless headphones is I can walk away and put this dish over there. And not have the cables, you know. There we go, thank you. Oh, I just shocked my controller. Okay, so you're saying at 040. Okay, cool. J47 turbo. Ooh. Awesome. That's cool. Blazing it. Yeah.
This is enhancing the blaze.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. Alright, so we are now going to be coming up here to Carmel. So we are 7 miles from Carmel. If I come down here and I just tune in Carmel for grins and giggles. Oh, it's getting outside E during the turn, of course. Guys in the Tesla are wearing earplugs and muffs. Yeah. Yep. All right. I'm just going to tune in Carmel 116.6. Make that the primary. And then huh, that's weird. Oh, it probably wants that to... No? I should still be able to... I'm just getting I just want DME. There's DME. 8 miles. That's DME 2. So can I get DME or VOR1 to show up here? Or if because I'm in FMS mode it's not recognizing that nav1 frequency of 116.6 over here? I'd have to have it over here maybe on the nav loc. I don't know. Less throttle. Watch my speed. I'm at 186, but you're right. Let's bring it back. Thank you. What's the new OBS version 20? Oh, it's so cool. So,
well, this is a first.
Here's a link, Maverick. Well, you don't need it though. You're not a streamer yet. It's OBS version 20 is the streaming software, basically. Nav1 has become the FMC. That's how it works on this plane. Okay. So Nightmare, I missed it earlier in chat. Do I have the ability? So the Mach is listed just right there. So I just kind of go right there. So like 300 and some odd. So Mach. Read chat. That's a good. Whose emote is that? That is a good emote, JSnap. I like that. Alright, so I'm bringing the throttles back to 0.8, which is right there. Okay. Read the I like that emote a lot. That was a good one. Alright, well, we're at 165 EPR. Give you guys an update on the FlyJSim. So watch this. Watch the scene transition. This is the new OBS 20, version 20. Now watch this. We're going to transition from the cockpit to the FlyJSim. Watch carefully. Ready for this? Did you see that? Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is where we are. We are just traveling down J75. We're going to pass over the Solberg VOR and then fly over the Philadelphia Bravo. We're going to hit the Modena VOR and then on down the Trish 3 arrival. And then we're going to land probably runway 15 right. So we'll bring up procedure and we'll go approach and we'll go ILS 15 right. Yeah, we can do EMI transition, that's fine. Add that to the route. And so yeah. I think we'll probably just go from, I don't know, should we go fly over the path and then come back around? Let's see what our FMS is saying. Amaze balls, right? Totally need to watch the J79 engine test while flying the J79 airway. That's true. That's a good point. Okay, so, alright, so, sorry I got distracted there for a second. I want to check my FMS to see what arrival I chose. So BWI, Trish 3, ILS, we are going to do, I think we'll just go ahead and do the EMI transition. And let's look at the legs page here for a second. Let's check our speed. Speed looks good. Bring that back up here. So we go Nuggy, then Trish, and then after Trish we go Stalk, and it has us going to Stars, Stripes. Well, that's kind of a cool name. Stars, Stripes, Brave, Hoist. I like that. Yeah, we'll just, well, it says unable at Stars. That's okay. We could do vectors though. I wish I knew what the real world would do. In my opinion, the real world would vector from out here at Trish, right? Would be vectoring over to EMI, the Westminster initial approach fix, rather than flying over the path. That doesn't seem right. So I'm almost tempted to say, you know what? After Trish, radar vectors, EMI. I might just do that. What do you guys think of that? Yeah. Let me give you a permit. There's a permit. Chuckle Hut, what's blurry? Robert's EU, I might build a home cockpit. What do you think? I think that's an excellent idea. The minimum altitudes would keep you above the glide path. So Bag of Bones going just right over it, because the altitude at Bmore, which I'd be flying right over, is 2,500 feet. And it's got me at stars at... Uh-oh. It's got me at 4,000. So it's 1,500 feet above. That seems like a little bit... I mean, I know it's legal, but is it really, like, recommended? Standard procedure? Or maybe that transition is from, you know, from places from the south, maybe. I don't know. All right, here we go. That is thrust. The Eye of Sauron. Jeez. Apple pie. Oh, snack. Bunsen burner. Or Brunson burner, sorry. Home cockpits are really expensive though, which sucks. Watch my speed. I'm still below. I'm at 440 knots ground speed. I'm at 0.7. I'm pretty slow right now, actually, relatively, but that's fine. Oh, you're saying just pick her up a bit? Alright, we'll raise that EPR. What does EPR stand for? I forget. I was told once. Is it just engine pressure ratio? Keep it at 0.8. It likes to be at 0.8, eh? That just sounded Canadian, I think. I need to vacuum in here pretty soon. Engine pressure ratio, okay. Can you imagine what Orville and Wilbur would think if they could see that? Right, Chuckle Hut. It's interesting. My wife is reading a book right now about Orville and Wilbur Wright, and today she was talking to me about, you know, the concept behind lift with the curved wing, etc., and the low and the high pressure above and below the wing. But yeah, she's reading this book about Orville and Wilbur Wright, so it's kind of nice that you mentioned those two characters. And of course, I up on my wall, some of you guys have seen it before, I have a framed picture of the patent of the Orville and Wilbur Wright flying machine. And this picture shows a diagram of the aircraft, and then the patent filing date and the patent signatures and the inventor, the attorneys, etc., to patent number, and when it was filed. Looks like it was March 23rd, 1903. Anyway, it's a beautiful framed picture that my daughter gave me. Yeah, pretty cool looking picture. It's right above my cockpit. You live south of Dayton? Yeah. So I heard today that the Hara Arena in Dayton, or is it Hara? Sorry, the Hara Arena in Dayton. Goes back a ways. A lot of history. The IRS is auctioning off the Hara Arena. An IRS auction of the Hara Arena. If you're talking about Dayton, Ohio, that is. Keep that cockpit clean. That's right. Wasn't it Orville that said no flying machine would ever cross the Atlantic like 10 years before Lindbergh? Yeah. He's a visionary, but not that much of a visionary. You always have to be adjusting power. Yeah. Roberts, I use a Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS setup. I have the also the MFG crosswinds rudder pedals. In the second simulator pit, or when I'm traveling, I use the VKB Gladiator Mark II joystick. The VKB Gladiator Mark II joystick. Those are the. I also have a Cytec Cessna Pro yoke sitting in the closet. I probably should give it away on the channel. I have the Cytec Cessna Pro yoke and throttle quadrant and rudder pedals that are sitting in the closet. Have I been to the Air Force Museum? Yes. Back in the day, I used to travel to Dayton regularly for the ham radio convention, the Dayton Hamvention. And so on a couple of occasions I went to the Air Force Museum and had a great time. Good museum. One of the bigger ones. Yeah. They've been having bad luck for the air show. Yeah. I really want to go visit the Seattle, the Boeing Museum up in Seattle, and I want to visit. There is a museum down in Texas that has a 727 cockpit that you can go into, and then there's a couple museums that have the 737-200 cockpit that you can go into, and I want to go into those. You have your tech, never get to use it though. Well, decal. At least you got your tech. Yeah, I got an extra class, but I had to do it the old-fashioned way. I had to take 3 different Morse code tests. So I had to do a 5-word per minute Morse code, 13-word per minute Morse code, and 20-word per minute Morse code. Got the original license in '88, and I think my extra came in 91 or 90. No, sorry, the extra came in like 92 or 3. I think. General class. Yep, general class license sounds about right. Used to machine routers for Boeing. Ah. See, that's a thing that you just don't think about. Those guys in the back room, with the machines making the parts. He let me come on his radio under supervision. Yeah, my daughter, all of my kids have got on the ham radio except for the 1-year-old and the one in the oven. They've gotten on the ham radio. All right, I'm gonna think about a top of descent here. Wow, way above. Not too bad though. Could be worse. It's at altitude 2,500.
Altitude 2,500 feet.
Set nav 1, 111.7. Set nav 1, 111.7. Set nav 1, 111.70. No, it's not liking it. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, starting our descent. Not quite yet though. I'll go into I thought that in pitch set speed 280.
Speed 280 knots.
Yeah, I thought it was in IAS mode, but I guess when I got to cruise, it somehow came out of IAS mode and went to pitch hold automatically, or black 28. You don't know where we're at. I'm going to set my course manually because if I use plane command, the system will crash. I'm going to set this for 155. Rocco, I would definitely just jump in the the default Cessna 172 Skyhawk, and I would, for your first flight, just choose the option to have the engines running. Just take it for a little flight, get a little feel for it, and then after that, start watching YouTube videos on how to fly. Like, type in YouTube, type in X-Plane 11 Cessna Skyhawk cold and dark, or tutorial, or these things, and just start watching it. IAS hold is basically speed control using the elevator servo. Descending at 1,800 feet per minute. Seems like a good descent rate. It has, yeah, I haven't taken any of the novice lessons. They call it speed elevator and speed throttle. Stephen K. Jones, I don't really look at whispers during the stream because I get like 27 of them, so I can't really keep track of whispers. So you've been doing flight school and cannot get the rudder under control. It's all squirrely. Rocco, what do you use for your rudder pedals? Or are you using a joystick? So yeah, the other confession I was alluding to earlier is I bought Papa Uniform Bravo Golf. Papa Uniform Bravo Golf. So if you see some of that on stream pretty soon, that might be kind of entertaining because I am a noob. You're using a Thrustmaster X throttle and stick, but so no rudder pedals. Nightmare Frame, I think maybe we should do a oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Maybe we should do a duo so you can teach me how to play this stupid game. Oh, look at that turn. Oh, baby. 'Cause yeah, I would like to I'd like to learn because I don't know how to play. Tim plays also? Okay. Well, Nightmare, can you teach me like 101? And then we can get like 4 of us in the GSA to go and represent in a I guess you can do a 4-person team round, right? But it might be kind of entertaining to watch me get my cheese handed to me. Game is easy. Jump out of a plane, grab an item, then die. And then curse, rinse, and repeat. I like it. It's definitely a departure from my norm. I'll say that much. All right, we're at 17,000 descending. I'll go ahead and put on some SOP. Christmas tree. Bows before the John Fly greatness. Dang right. Kneel before John Fly. Be careful, I might bestow a sword upon you. Might as well play at least one tune right now. I was thinking about doing some PUBG and some trucking tomorrow, and FlyJSim. I don't know though. I just don't know. Blazing me.
That's 1723 cross 30 at 12,000 at 250 knots at 1 altimeter 3022.
31 2,250 knots, Delta 1723.
Delta 2129 cross Evil at 13,000 at 250 knots at 1 altimeter 3022.
Evil at 13,250 knots, Delta 2129.
How much in cash would I take for what? Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. That's right, Steven.
Sirius 595, Mike Whiskey, South Bend Tower, turn right heading 00.
Listen to this pilot right now.
Clear for takeoff.
Right turn 300, clear for takeoff 27 left, 5, Mike Whiskey.
What source do I use for ortho? I use I think I have 8 different sources in use. 8 different sources. Set speed 250.
Speed 250 knots.
Oh, the yoke and pedals. Oh, probably wouldn't sell them. If I was gonna get rid of them, I'd probably do a giveaway, maybe. A giveaway with, you know, no sort of warranty, but they do work perfectly. If my number 2 engine explodes, I'll most likely lose all tail control. If that makes sense. Yes, J Snap, you may be onto something there. Hello, Mr. Chu. This is Delta Mike Romeo. This is a special John Fly theme song called Into the Blue. John Fly Into the Blue with Cat Strader. Listen.
2865, United 717. LA Center, FedEx 1213 heavies through 10-5 for 14,000. So 595 by Whiskey, runway 9, clear for takeoff. Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 9, and follow the short line eastbound. 5 Mike Whiskey, thank you. LA Center, out of 1730, out of 14.7 for 17,000.
Okay, we should be making a turn here. We'll go direct EMI. Bam, shakalaka. Let's do it. Five Mike Whiskey. Set speed 220. Oh, have to have the window highlighted. Set speed 2220.
Speed 222 knots.
What's your fundraiser at the bottom? That's for Orlando. Yeah, we had a donation last stream for the Baltimore, which we're going to land in right now. This landing is brought to you by Chuckle Hut Cynic, who donated for this Baltimore brand new scenery for the John Fly Pit. So yeah, the next fundraiser is for Orlando. All right, let's square up our situation here. We seem to be a little bit off. There we go. It overflew it just a little bit. Kept an obvious flight. Your vids are awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for catching me live. Yeah, we're having a good time with the YouTube channel. It's a very bizarre community over there. So. The monthly giveaway? I don't know what we already did. Two planes this month. We gave away. Well, actually, we gave away 4 planes this month. They were FlyJSim planes. And then we gave away a bunch of gift certificates. And Oblivious, Captain Oblivious flight. Sorry about that. Yeah, so in September, we'll do another X-Plane org giveaway. I don't know what it'll be yet. I'm going to go into heading mode. Set speed 180.
Speed 180 knots.
And I'm going to go into heading mode. Would that be turn knob? Probably is, huh?
Cirrus 595 Mike Whiskey, Southbound Tower, turn right heading 00, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Right turn 300, clear for takeoff, 27 left, 5 Mike Whiskey.
That's just a good song. It's just a good song. Okay, it says I'm streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Does it really? No. Are you serious? Man, I'm oblivious to that. I got. Freak. Dang it! Gotta change that right now. All right. Let's do a vector. We're not quite, though, in a situation where we can vector ourselves. Hold on. There's heading select. I'm going to do a little modify. I guess I could do it. We need to get down, though. We're a little high. We need to be more at 2500. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and vector ourselves onto the slope pathway, but if we're too high, then we will do a little 360. Unconventional. Yes, I do stream with OBS Studio. OBS Studio. This is the new version. It's P3D version 12.4. Yes, that's my handicap though, Ninja. Caution TFR ahead. Yeah, we're going to be too high. Alright, let's do this. Set heading 244.
Heading 244 degrees.
Go into VS mode to get her down. I don't want to get her down too fast. I don't mind doing a little vector. I didn't do the appropriate. We got a host. A monster host from Durka. Thank you, Durka, for the hosty host. Nice. All right, so yeah, so we're just gonna get down, and then we'll vector back around. It's okay. 360, baby. Five Mike Whiskey is the reverse of the call sign I had with King Wings back in '87. Whiskey Mike 5. That's cool. That's over 20 years old. And back in '87 and '88. Wow. How you doing, W28? It's late there, isn't it? You're up late. You think there's going to be a legal thing, Toto? You think so? I'd be a little surprised, but because the thing is that it's clearly spelled out. It's clearly spelled out what the license is good for on their side. So, and so it's probably the end user that's violating the license agreement. So I'm not sure if they'd have a leg to stand on, but I don't know. If this ain't FSX, what is it? Oh, this is American Truck Sim. Yeah, American Truck Sim. Set heading 020.
Heading 002 degrees.
Set heading 20.
Heading hold already on.
Dang it. Set heading 2. Set heading 2020.
Heading 202 degrees.
No. Set heading 100.
Heading 100 degrees.
I gotta figure out the vernacular that she wants to hear. We're having fun nonetheless. What am I drinking? Elijah Evans? No. Elijah. I think it's Elijah Evans. Scania is Boeing. That's right, evil Nando. Who's Airbus? Is it Kenworth Airbus or is Kenworth Volvo? Or sorry, is Airbus Volvo? Alright, let's increase our throttle. We don't want to lose too much speed.
We have clearance. Clarence. Roger. Roger. What's our vector? Victor.
Squirrel with the subscribe. We do have a clearance. Subscribe. Did you have the fish for dinner? I picked the wrong week to stop drinking whiskey. Thanks for the.
We got a subscribe.
Thanks for the 7 months, Squirrel. Hope you're doing well. It's late over there. If you add throttle, you will not descend. Yeah, that is true. But I'm on the... That's true. Ben's my co-pilot. Alright. I added too much throttle. Alright, so let's go into... Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. No. No, J-Snap, he's got to help me. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? No, not yet. Such beautiful ortho. No. Ben, please. You are the most authorized backseat pilot. The chat pilot. Seriously, you've helped me out quite a bit with this flight. I was going to give you a ton of miles if you keep helping me. Do you value the miles? Alright, we're at 4,900. We need to get to 2,500 before we vector in. I could go into pitch control, but... She got arrested for wearing a black leather riding pants. Whoa! I have not had the pleasure of visiting the fine country of Turkey as of yet. Although I'm told that there is actually some fine skiing in Turkey. Who knew? And apparently they have this thing called Delight. Alright, let's turn. Alright, I think we're on a good vector, Victor. And we're coming down through 2,000. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good. So I think what we'll do is we'll come down here and we'll go to... Should I go to Auto GS or Nav Loc? I think I'll go on to Auto GS, but that's just a guess. Do I watch NCIS? Yeah, I've watched a lot of NCIS. Not lately. I didn't get into the Los Angeles one, but as much. I think we're good. We want to get out of heading mode. Yeah, we're good there. Our speed is looking good. GS sounds like pitch mode based on the glide slope. Navloc probably just a lateral. Yes. Yep. You're right. So hopefully this guy right here starts coming in, and then we make that turn onto... Oh, I gotta set my course though. I thought I set it earlier. Let's set it to 155. You don't need this course set, it's just more for a visual reference. And I'm gonna watch our speed. A Gibbs slap emote. What is that? No VNav, no auto throttle, old school. That's the way you should fly this plane. Use plane command. Okay, there's our 2500. It did not intercept. So that's interesting. Yep. Alright, well. There's our runway up ahead. Maybe we did need to have the course set for the intercept. I don't know. Let's boost our speed so we don't lose our altitude. Okay, we've been cleared to land. We got... Putting in the notch of flaps. Get your landing rate guesses in now. The closest two will win. John Flat Miles. Now we're above it. I don't know why it's not intercepting. It's weird. Select Nav Loc on the AP knob. Well, why wouldn't it do like Auto GS? Am I too far out? Because right now I should be intercepted. Supposed to be at 2100 at Kevin, which we are. So we're on. But that's not working right there. It's weird. Oh, that's why. Duh. One little knobby switch. That was our problem. You guys didn't tell me. It's your fault. Okay, another notch of flaps. Yep, there we go. Whoopsie. Okay, let's go landing gear down. Some more flaps. RV speeds, landing, 127. I blame the North Korean. Just in time for the landing, that's right. Get your landing rate bets in. We have a lot of very optimistic landing rate bets going on. Okay, speed 146, looking good. Kind of a little late on the flaps. I'm not stabilized yet. Oh, snack. I don't know if I can get more stabilized in time, but maybe I should have used some speed brakes. I predict this is going to be about 322. 322. Is my guess. V speed again, VR is 127, so we're actually below that. I'm gonna take the autopilot off. Oh, we had a stutter there. That was weird. Here's the brand new Baltimore, Washington scenery, folks. Brand new scenery from the org, thanks to Chucklehut Cynic. He's here in the chat. Thank you again, Chucklehut. It's going to land long. Ah, dang it. It felt okay, but it wasn't. I mean, yeah.
Max reverse, max braking, deployed, bit toasty, 5 Mike Whiskey.
In my mind, that felt pretty smooth, but one thing I did fail to do, Tower told me to stay here. One thing I failed to do is I didn't put on my auto brakes. Did I blow tires or something? Flap 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
It's really interesting. Yeah, we should have a look at the replay. It's really... I did remove auto brakes, I thought. See, I disarmed the auto brakes up here. Disarm. They were already disarmed, but it's not moving. If you're sitting right and you can't see the runway, you're too slow. Yeah. Don't know why. You welded it on the landing? It could be. How you doing, Josh? Now reversers aren't on, as far as I know. There's reversers. Yeah, I tried the pump and the brakes. Got nothing there. Let's check out the failures. Sometimes you have to turn the parking brake off and on. Ah, okay. Let me try that. Alright, parking brake on and then off. Look at that. C210. JFM add C210 3,700 John Fly miles given to C210. Thank you, my man. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I came down hard. We'll watch the replay. It's my frenemy. Oh, we've been told to taxi across this into that area right over there, in between the two southwest. This is an X-plane glitch. Don't know why Austin hasn't squashed it. Oh, okay. Can I get some miles? Captain Oblivious, how many miles do you want? I wonder. Yeah, that's fine. This is the new Baltimore. You want 35K? Ooh, if you'd said 25,000, I would have given you 25,000. But since you said 35, I was like, no. All right. This is the new Baltimore, so we'll do a replay of the landing, the botched landing, and then we'll take a look at the airport. They won't have to use the jetway to disembark. Yeah. 1 million would have been a good answer then. Yeah. 25K is perfect. Yeah, you asked for too many. It's too late now, man. See, there's where I had to pitch up because of the speed situation. Or no. That was before the slope. So yeah, if you want to catch the slope, make sure that you have your nav frequency set correct. I mean, the nav frequency was selected correctly, but the nav knobby knob, that's the official term for it. The nav knobby knob was not selected. All right, gear coming down. Don't ask for things that you don't know how to use. That's a movie quote, right? Don't ask for things that you don't know how to use, Captain Oblivious. Only ask what you need or what you know how to use. I heard someone once say. Can JFM be traded for Bitcoin? Whew, that would be pretty nice. I can't believe Bitcoin. You know what? 4 years ago, in about 2013, 2014, I was on the verge of buying a plethora of farming equipment and just mining coins, having some very cool multi-threaded ASIC processors just going going to get the Bitcoin. And then I thought to myself, you know what? The gold diggers in California did not get rich. It's the people that sold the gold diggers the equipment to go mine that got rich. So I thought, nah, these guys are selling the machines are the ones getting rich. Well, if I had just stuck with it, yeah, we'd have at least one more 1080 Ti in our pit. You already have 1 mile, Captain Oblivious. Type Captain Oblivious, type in !JFM, and you'll see that you already have 1 John Flaw mile. Type in !JFM. Yeah, it's very nose high, Puerto Rico. I know. My bad. Still getting used to this plane. And here I start pitching, thinking, I think this is not going to be as bad as it seemed on the landing rate. That wasn't like horrible. I mean, yeah, my nose was high, but it was not like, for all the people
max reverse, max braking, deployed, bit toasty, 5 Mike Whiskey.
For all the people that are flying the 727 on Twitch this last week, there's only 44 people that can land better. Yeah, I shouldn't have flared so high. It's okay. It's like a D plus. Nice wing flex, yeah. We'll do a tower view in just a second. Will the plane still be in one piece when I get used to it? No. Oh yeah, the wings definitely flexed. Alright, we'll do a tower or runway view. Boop. I know, it wasn't very good. That's the downside to streaming, right? Is you can land on your own and no one knows. No one knows any better. But when you're a streamer, every landing, and the bad landings usually get you followers, is what my experience has been. Yes, TMA has the answer. Yep. Come down too hard. All right, last one, tower view. We'll see what the tower saw. And then we'll take a look at the airport. The tower's like, ooh, we got a Global Sim Alliance plane coming in. These guys are fancy dancy. This is like they have this first class. They have a jacuzzi. They have a two wet bars. They've got a what's that game? Twister. They got Twister. They got, yeah, everything. The 727 freak, ideally you're supposed to go into a flare when the AP annunciator comes on and hold it until landing while controlling your descent with the throttles. Hard to do, takes practice. Yeah, I need to do some practice. Jacuzzi on aboard. Hopefully water didn't slosh too much on landing. I think we lost only about 38% of the jacuzzi on that landing. So who was the highest? I mean, what was our? I think we got like, what was it, 426? So who was the lucky one who guessed around 426?